listen,
you.
Listen, Linda. Listen.
Okay, what?
Like everything that you were at this house.
I told you.
Karoline says she's leaving the White House for her family. Okay, but what if the real story isn't who's waiting at home? But who got in that catering truck? Karoline says she's given a career to MAGA and despot Donny. When Trump's team secretly moved him during that Türkiye security scare, guess whose name keeps showing up? Natalie Harp, Trump's assistant, Trump's phone, Trump's inner circle, and Karoline, not on the official Türkiye Air Force One traveler list. I need a break, I need to travel, said Karoline. Now people everywhere are connecting the dots. Karoline comes back from maternity leave. Trump escapes Türkiye with Harp in his orbit. Then Karoline announces she's out. Coincidence? Maybe, because there's no proof the truck caused her resignation. The confirmed reason is family. But the question everybody's going to ask is, was it really about the baby? Or was it about Harp? Another one bites the dust. A fictional political satire, not a claim of real events. 2 women, 1 president. Forget the official explanation. In our fictional version, Karoline Leavitt didn't leave because she couldn't handle the reporters. She didn't leave because she couldn't handle Washington. She left because she was tired of Natalie Harp. Behind the scenes, Karoline believes she's supposed to control the president's message. She's the press secretary. Her job is simple on paper. Trump speaks. Karoline explains. Except there's another person standing between those 2 steps. Natalie Harp. In this fictional White House, Harp has something Karoline doesn't: direct access. Trump wants a statement posted? Natalie is here. Trump wants to respond immediately? Natalie has the golden Trump phone. Trump changes his mind before Karoline finishes preparing the briefing? Guess who's standing at the podium trying to explain yesterday's message? Karoline. And eventually she's thinking, how am I supposed to run communications when side piece is running the communication? That's not a communications department. That's a group chat from hell. And Karoline finally realizes something. She might have the title, but Natalie has the access.
Karoline Leavitt didn't just answer questions from the White House podium, she turned the briefing room into a magic show. Because somehow, in her world, tariffs became tax cuts, deficit spending became savings, bird flu became Biden's chicken massacre, and foreign aid became a headline about $50 million in condoms for Gaza. And the fact-checkers said, hold up. Roll the tape. Claim 1. Tariffs are a tax cut. Leavitt said, tariffs are a tax cut for the American people.
They don't get charged on foreign companies, they get charged on the importers.
And ultimately, when we have fair and balanced trade, which the American people have not seen in decades, as I said at the beginning, revenues will stay here, wages will go up, and our country will be made wealthy again. And I think it's insulting that you are trying to test my knowledge of economics and the decisions that this president has made. I'm now regret giving a question to the Associated.
PolitiFact rated that false, saying economists characterize tariffs as tax hikes, not tax cuts, because much of the cost gets passed to consumers through higher prices. That's not economics. That's putting a tuxedo on a price hike and calling it a discount. Claim 2. The bill doesn't add to the deficit. Then came the big beautiful bill. Leavitt claimed Trump's tax and spending bill does not add to the deficit. PolitiFact rated that false, citing multiple independent analyses projecting the bill would increase deficits by roughly $3 trillion to $4 trillion over 10 years. Translation? They said it was a diet plan, but the scale screamed. Claim 3. $50 million for condoms in Gaza. At her first official briefing, Leavitt claimed Doge and found $50 million about to go out for condoms in Gaza. FactCheck.org said the administration provided no evidence that $50 million was ever directed for condoms in Gaza, and the contractor identified said it did not use U.S. aid to procure or distribute condoms. AP also found no credible evidence supporting the claim. That wasn't a receipt. That was a campfire story with a government logo.
Line with the president's agenda. Doge Trojan OMB also found that there was about to be 50 million taxpayer dollars that went out the door to fund condoms in Gaza. That is a preposterous waste of taxpayer money. So that...
Claim 4. Biden caused the egg shortage by killing chickens. Leavitt blamed Biden and USDA for the mass killing of more than 100 million chickens. PolitiFact rated that half true. Yes, millions of egg-laying chickens died or were culled, but it was because of bird flu, and the culling policy existed under Trump's first term too. So she gave you the eggs, but left out the flu.
To lower those costs further. Skyrocketed since President Trump took office, so what specifically is he doing to lower those costs for Americans?
Really glad you brought this up, because there is a lot of reporting out there that is putting the onus on this White House for the increased cost of eggs. I would like to point out to each and every one of you that in 2024, when Joe Biden was in the Oval Office, or upstairs in the residence sleeping, I'm not so sure, egg prices increased 65% in this country. We also have seen the cost of everything, not just eggs. Bacon, groceries, gasoline have increased because of the inflationary policies of the last administration. As far as the egg shortage, what's also contributing to that is that the Biden administration in the Department of Agriculture directed the mass killing of more than 100 million chickens, which has led to a lack of chicken supply in this country, therefore a lack of egg supply, which is leading to the shortage. So I will leave you with this point. This is an example of why it's so incredibly important that the Senate moves swiftly to confirm all of President Trump's nominees, including his nominee for the United States Department of Agriculture, Brooke Rollins, who is already speaking with Kevin Hassett, who's leading the economic team here at the White House, on how we can address the egg shortage in this country. As for costs, I laid out the plethora of ways that President Trump has addressed saving costs for the American people over the past week. He looks forward to continuing to doing that in the days ahead.
This is the Leavitt formula. Take a complicated issue, strip out the context, slap a villain sticker on it, and deliver it with confidence. But confidence is not truth. Volume is not evidence, and a podium does not turn spin into fact. So the next time the briefing room says, "Don't believe your grocery bill, don't believe the economists, don't believe the budget math," remember this. The lie doesn't have to be smart. It just has to be repeated loud enough for the cameras. Subscribe, share, comment below.
Subscribe, share, comment below.